the New York Yankees Recaps Podcast.
Hey everybody, Derek back again with New York Yankees Recaps. Talking a little spring training battle today. So fortunately for the Yankees, this is one of those years where there's not a ton of battles going on. They're pretty set. They're pretty loaded at every position. You might see Luke Voit and Mike Ford have a bit of a battle, but I don't think so. The only reason that would be kind of a battle is because Mike Ford hits left-handed and Luke Voit finished slow. But if Luke Voit comes back at full strength, I don't think it's much of a competition. He was the Yankees' best hitter until he got hurt in London. But one place you might see a position battle, and I don't even think it's going to be that much of a battle, is between Gio Urshela and Miguel Andujar. So let's take a look at their numbers from their past respective seasons. So obviously Miguel Andujar didn't play much in 2019, just 12 games. But we can pull up his 2018 stats to get a feel for the type of hitter he was. Gio Urshela played great in 2019 after being acquired off the scrap heap for basically nothing. So let's look at their numbers. So overall, you see Gio has the advantage in most areas. 3.4 wins above replacement as opposed to Miguel Andujar's 2.2. He hit 17 points higher. He had a higher on-base percentage. Even though he doesn't walk a lot, he had a higher OPS, which is on-base plus slugging, higher OPS plus, which is park-adjusted OPS, the percentage that they are better than the average hitter. So 100 would be average. So they're both about 30% better than the average hitter. Andujar maybe has a bit more power. He had 27 home runs as opposed to Urshela hitting 21. And then Andujar, I call him Miggy Two Bags, 47 doubles as opposed to Urshela's 34. Andujar drove in more runs. Again, that's a product of who's on base for you. So can't really fault Urshela for driving in less runs when he was more productive in other ways. But there's the big difference. The D-WAR, defensive wins above replacement. Miguel Andujar was by far the worst defensive third baseman in the league in 2018, and he missed all of last season, so he didn't have a chance to improve, and I don't think he's going to have a chance to improve that much in spring training as opposed to Gio Urshela, who, even though he shows a basically an even value, he was league average at third base, he looked terrific, which just shows you how bad Andujar was at third base if we think Urshela looks terrific and he's just league average. So really the best thing that could happen would be for Giancarlo Stanton to be the starting left fielder and to open up the DH spot for Andujar. But I don't think that's going to happen because they have Mike Tauchman, who's also terrific, out there in left field. So I think you're going to see Stanton get the bulk of the DH spot, which means that Urshela and Andujar are going to have to battle it out for third base. And you can tell from these numbers that it's not going to be much of a battle. Urshela is a better player. He's a bit older. So that makes you wonder, are they going to deal Miggy? Or are they going to use him as a sort of a spot starter at third base, or a guy who swings from third base to first base, maybe plays a little bit of left field, maybe plays a little bit of right field? Who knows? With modern analytics and the way they study, pitch patterns and probabilities, they might be able to put Andujar into the lineup on days where they don't think there's going to be much hit to third base. They might fill him in at DH a bit to give Giancarlo Stanton some time off. So the real question is, are there 350 to 450 at-bats for Miguel Andujar? There might be, but he's going to have to get better on defense. At this point, his value is a bit lowered because of the labrum surgery. So if you deal him, you're not going to get what you could have got for him a couple years ago, or what you might get for him if he plays, but he's not going to play that much. So in my opinion, the best thing you can do with Miggy Andujar is to try and deal him. There's been talks about the Josh Hader deal. I think that could be a good move for the Yankees, solidify that bullpen a bit more, another left-handed power guy. But if they could have just done that move straight up, I think it would have been done already. Maybe there's a problem with Hader's medicals, or maybe Andujar's medicals. Who knows? But there's some kind of reason that deal hasn't consummated yet. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out, but I think we're going to get used to seeing Urshela at third base for a while.